Please adhere to YouTube selected guidelines before viewing the content of this video. I do not encourage or condone any products, actions, or behaviors shown in this video. All videos are produced in a safe, professional, and controlled environment. Please do not attempt to replicate any actions performed during video. All actions are performed by professionals.
Alrighty, so today I, a cigarette smoker, am going to be trying rum and coke for the first time. But what exactly is a rum and coke? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like in all honesty. It's a cocktail made of rum, Coke, and a little bit of lime juice as well. And that's pretty much all there is to it. It's a little bit more simple than not, I will acknowledge. And from what I've read, rum and Coke is a more modern cocktail than not as well, having been first invented in the early 1900s in Cuba, supposedly, of all places. But very quickly, after its first invention in Cuba, supposedly, it became very popular in the United States, and now today, rum and cokes are one of the most ubiquitous cocktails around the world, I'd have to say. But that's what a rum and coke is more so than not. But what is the recipe that I'm actually going to be drinking today? Well, today I'm going to be using a pretty standard recipe of 1 part rum, 3 parts Coke, with 1/4 ounce of lime juice as well. And to be precise, I'm going to be mixing 4 tablespoons of rum with 12 tablespoons of Coke, along with half a tablespoon of lime juice. That is my plan at least. And as a whole, I am very excited to drink a rum and Coke for the first time today. I've never had one before, and I've always been curious as to how they are. And so as such, well, I'm looking forward to finding out just what a rum and Coke actually tastes like, just how it is, and just what it's like in general today. And I'm looking forward to letting you all know as well. Will the rum and Coke I mix up during today's video be good, or will it be bad? I don't know, but I'm looking forward to finding out. But I do suppose, without further ado, I should probably go ahead and actually introduce you guys to all of the materials I'm going to be using to mix my rum and coke together today. So, without further ado, let's go and put my piece of paper I have right here under my sunglasses on the table I'm sitting at right now. And now, let's go ahead and grab my cooler just right here, and let's go and just get it all cracked open up. Just like that, and let's go ahead and start off by talking about the glass I'm going to be using today. I've got this little bit of a whiskey glass with me today. It's been chilled because I've got a bunch of freezy packs in my cooler I have with me today. Certainly no complaints on my behalf. Just going to put this glass down on the table in front of me, and now let's go ahead and grab the rum I have with me all out. Today I have some Bacardi Reserva Ocho 8-year aged rum from Puerto Rico. Well, this was bought in my local area, but it was made in Puerto Rico. So that's the rum I'm going to be using to be making this drink today. I've also got just some normal Coca-Cola with me today, some normal US spec Coca-Cola. I did want to get some Mexican Coke that's made with cane sugar for this video today, but sadly I was unable to find some before this video, so this is what we're going with for today. I've got just some normal Coke, in all honesty, really nothing too special. And then I've also got some lime juice from concentrate from a Lidl grocery store. And that's what I have with me today for all of the mixers. I also have just a little bit of a tablespoon with me today as well. I do suppose, without further ado, I should probably go ahead and just make sure there's nothing else in my cooler. I don't think I'm missing anything. I think those are all the ingredients I needed. And so now I'm just gonna go ahead and just close my cooler all up so all the freeziness, so all the coldness doesn't escape it and everything like that kind of thing. And I do suppose now it is time for me to go ahead and get to mixing my first ever rum and coke. I'm gonna go ahead and just put the camera over here just so y'all can see kind of what I'm doing just a little bit better than not. Will that work? I think that should work. So let's go ahead and just grab my glass, put it right there. I'm gonna go ahead and I don't want to really put anything down on this table that I'm gonna be like putting stuff in, because it is a little bit more rusty than not. I don't want to be drinking rust today. So I'm going to put this down on, I've got a cigarette pack right there, so I'm just going to put that down right there. And I think I'm going to start by getting some rum in this glass. I'm going to grab my piece of paper, and I'm just going to get my recipe all opened up so I can make sure I use the right recipe and whatnot. So I'm just looking 4 tablespoons of rum. So that's like probably around about like a shot and a half, 2 shots of rum from what I can tell at least. Let's go ahead and, oh, the piece of paper is wanting to run away. Let's go ahead and try to put that down just a little bit better this time. It's a little bit windy today, I will acknowledge, but let's go ahead and get my rum all opened up. Just like that, if I possibly can. And I am needing 4 tablespoons of rum. So let's go ahead and start on that after I take a little bit of a sniff. Paint thinner, caramel, vanilla, and a little bit of banana. Smells great to say the least. Without further ado, let's go ahead and start pouring my rum into my tablespoon. Just need 4 tablespoons, so just pour it just like that. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there we go. There's all the rum that I'm going to be using today. Let's go ahead and wow, this piece of paper is really wanting to fly away today. Let's go ahead and just get the cork back in my rum. Oh, if I can. There we go. This table is not the most, this table is not the most, what's the right way of putting it? It's not the most stable, so everything kind of shakes around when I make big movements and stuff like that kind of thing. But let's go and put that back down on the table, and let's go ahead and put that back as well. And now let's go ahead and add some Coke. Hopefully this tiny bottle of Coke will do the job for what I am trying to do today. Let's go ahead and just do that. And whoop, it's fizzing up, and my piece of paper has run away. I gotta go get that. Okay, wow, oh man. Oh man, it is breezy today. It is breezy today, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and just put that piece of paper under my cooler. Actually, I was going to. I'm just gonna put it under this bottle of water I got right here. Just like that. Hopefully my bottle of water will be heavy enough to make sure it doesn't fly away. It is breezy today, to say the least, y'all. Well, this was a bit more fizzy than I really was expecting, in all honesty, so I'm glad I closed it up just real quick. But let's just go ahead and get this opened up as well. And let's go ahead and just smell it just a minute. Very sweet caramel color, like scent, I'd have to say. And wow, I've got this right here. This is trying to run away as well. Put that over there. It is breezy today, y'all. It is quite breezy. Well, let's go ahead and do 12 tablespoons of Coke. Hopefully all of that will fit in this glass. We will find out. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I might have overestimated the amount I wanted to drink today, in all honesty. 11, 12. Alright, there we go, y'all. There we go. That is all of the Coca-Cola I wanted to use for this video today. I'm just gonna go and put that in there. And now I've just got to add a little bit of lime juice, and that will be the drink, the beverage, all done. So let's go ahead and get this lime juice all opened up if I possibly can. It's never been opened before, so I am kind of wondering how to open this, in all honesty. I haven't opened one of these ever. Just like that. I think that's how you open it. There we go. Put that trash in my backpack so don't be littering, and let's go and get this all opened up. I think I might need to use my knife, low key. Go, just like that. And let's now go ahead and do half a tablespoon of lime juice. And that should be half a tablespoon right there, so let's go and add that in. And now, I think it's time for me to go ahead and mix this drink all up. So let's just go ahead and just stir it. Not just at the bottom, stir it at the top too, of course. Trying to get it all evenly mixed up kind of thing. I don't got no actual like fancy spoon or nothing like that kind of thing. I'm mixing everything up with just a tablespoon. But that is what it is. So continue mixing this up just for a second. And let's go ahead and just grab this out. Let all the liquid drop off of it. And I'm real quick just gonna wash it off with some water. Just like that. Just so I don't have a sticky tablespoon all in my cooler on my way home. Put that down on the table. And now, let's go ahead and take a little bit of a sniff of my drink, I do think. And I'm able to smell both the rum and the Coke. What a surprise! What a surprise. It is a rum and Coke after all, but I am able to smell both the rum and the Coke. And as a whole, I'm getting a very nice sort of, yeah, I'd have to say, caramel color, just sort of Coca-Cola-like scent, like a very sort of sweet caramel color Coca-Cola-like scent with a decent amount of vanilla, other just caramel-like scent like it's coming from the rum, and then a little bit of banana as well. Overall, smells pretty dang good if I do say so myself. Well, without further ado, let's go and grab my camera, bring it just a little bit closer once again, and now I do think it is just about time for me to go and take a sip of this. But before I do that, I do want to grab myself a little bit of a screenshot real quick. So let's go ahead and see if I can do that. I'm trying to figure out how I can hold both the rum and the Coke at the same time. It doesn't really work very well now, does it? How can I grab a screenshot for this video? Because I want to have like the actual beverage in one hand and then both of these in another hand. Not sure. Not sure. Trying to figure this out. How do I want to do this? I could just do that. Maybe I'll try doing that. Oh, and it is starting to rain just a little bit. Oh, wow. All right. Hopefully one of those will do as a screenshot. Let's see if I can just grab one with like this as well. Alright, well, hopefully one of those will do for a screenshot. I did take quite a minute grabbing a thumbnail, so I hope one of those works, let me tell y'all what. But I'm gonna go ahead and put everything I have out on the table back in my cooler real quick, or all of the drinks I have out on the table, let me just put it that way, just in case somebody decides to walk up. I don't want it to be super obvious what I'm doing, as I am in a public park right now, and drinking in public parks is technically illegal, as much as I hate to say it. So let's just go ahead and put my rum back. And I'm actually gonna leave the Coca-Cola on the table, just because then it looks like I'm just drinking Coke, maybe? No. If I'm drinking it out of a glass, everybody knows what I'm doing. But leave it on the table anyway. Go and just close that up. And, well, I do suppose, without further ado, it is time for me to go ahead and officially take a sip of my first ever rum and Coke. I do think it is officially time for me, as a cigarette smoker, to drink my first ever rum and Coke. Well, excuse me. I do suppose without further ado, just go and grab the glass, and let's go ahead and take a sip. Let's go ahead and find out just what a rum and Coke is actually like for the first time. Yes sir, you know what I'm saying? That's nice. That's nice. There's definitely a little rum in there. Definitely Coke in there, of course. And I feel like the lime juice has added a little bit of citrus to it as well, which is definitely not something I normally get from just rum or just Coke on their own. Very interesting. Very interesting. That is quite nice. That's quite nice. I really like that. Yeah. No, not bad at all. The flavor I'm getting is very much that of a predominantly Coca-Cola flavor with an undertone of rum. I mean, like, it makes sense why I'm getting a predominantly Coca-Cola flavor. I did do, what did I do? I did 1 part rum, 3 parts Coke, so it makes sense why it would be predominantly a Coca-Cola flavor, because I did add predominantly Coca-Cola. I just hit the bottom of the table with my leg. Whoopsies. Wow. This stuff could so easily get me way too drunk without noticing. I'm just saying, this stuff goes down really easy. Wow, that's nice. That's really good. That is super good. Like, I like rum on its own, but like, if I don't feel like drinking rum on its own or something like that kind of thing, this would be like super nice. Man, this is not bad at all. I like it. I like this. This is clean. Oh man, this is a good drink, y'all. I like it quite a bit. I do like it quite a bit. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, man. There's a little bit of spice in the back of my throat as well, coming from the rum, because the Bacardi Reserva Ocho 8, whatever it's called, kind of thing, I can't really remember. It does have a little bit of a spice, kind of when you are drinking it. There's a little bit of a sort of spice in the back of your throat, I'd have to say, after you swallow. I'm definitely getting a little bit of that, but it's just really pleasant, frankly put. It is really pleasant. It's very much that, the flavor I'm getting is very much that of a sweet Coca-Cola, sort of high fructose corn syrup, caramel color like taste, with an undertone of vanilla, caramel from the rum, along with a little bit of banana, and then a little bit of a citrusy sort of zest under that. And that's very much the flavor I'm getting from the rum and Coke I'm drinking today. That's really nice. No, that's good. I like that. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I'm not usually a soda person. Like, I haven't drank like soda on its own in a while, frankly put, in quite a long time, in all honesty, like over the last year. I've had some, like, maybe mixed drinks with soda or something like that kind of thing, but no actual straight soda for the last year. I don't really like straight soda anymore. But this is really nice. I do not mind this one bit. This would be so much better if it was Mexican Coke as well. Oh man, like, I wanted to get Mexican Coke for this video today, and I went to where they usually sell it in my local area, and they were all out, and they didn't have it, so I had to just get normal Coke instead. They didn't even have cans of Coke, which I was like, oh man, that's disappointing, because Coke always tastes better in a can. In fact, soda in general just tastes better in a can, in my opinion. But no, yeah, I like this. Is there anything else to the taste that I maybe missed mentioning? Maybe getting a little bit more rummy towards the bottom. I don't think I really did the most amazing job of mixing it by any means. But you know, overall the taste I'm getting is very much that of a predominantly Coca-Cola, caramel, high fructose corn. It's very much that of a Coca-Cola, caramel color, high fructose corn syrup like taste, with an undertone of vanilla, rum caramel, a little bit of banana, along with a sort of citrusy zest as well. That's very much the taste I'm getting, and the carbonation is very light, which is honestly really pleasant. It's not super intense by any means. That's pretty good. Yeah, I like this. I do like this a little bit more so than that, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. But does a rum and Coke pair well with a stogie? That's the real question. And so as such, I'm thinking I should probably go ahead and find out now, shouldn't I? So let's go and get my little bit of a pack right here, all opened up. I've got it going the wrong way. And let's go ahead and get one of these all out, just like that. And now, without further ado, let's go ahead and close that up. Grab my lighter out of my pocket, if I can get it. And there we go. Now that I have it, let's go and get this all lit up, and let's go and find out if one of these pairs well with a rum and Coke or not. Is it going to be a good pairing? Is it not? I'm looking forward to finding out, but I am expecting it to be a much better pairing than not. And right off the bat, I'm thinking that this would be a pretty decent pairing with some cigars. Not so much pipe tobacco, but definitely with some cigars for sure. Without further ado though, let's go ahead and get this all lit up. Yes sir, you know what I'm saying. And you know, honestly, I was really expecting, like, having sugary drinks for me these days. I don't drink a lot of soda these days. I don't drink a lot of sugary drinks. I don't even drink really sweet tea anymore, and I used to drink tons of sweet tea. But like sugar definitely like messes me up just a little bit these days. I get really tired from sugar, especially when it's like mixed in with alcohol. I get really tired very quickly from it, and I start yawning and stuff like that kind of thing. And I was kind of expecting that to happen with this. I mean, like, granted, I've only been drinking for like less than 10 minutes now, but still. I was really expecting this to be a bit overwhelming sweetness-wise, but it's not at all, frankly, but it's really not. It's just very pleasant. Like, Coca-Cola by itself, to me, is a bit too overwhelming sweetness-wise. This, though, not at all. Not at all overwhelming. I mean, like, it's there, but it's not, like, insane. Is it a good pairing with this? Oh man, it's fantastic. It's a great pairing, y'all. Certainly no complaints on my behalf. Oh man. Yeah, no, it's a good pairing. I can confirm. Rum and Coke is a good pairing with one of these. And I also do think that Rum and Coke would be a good pairing with a good old cigar as well. Yeah. Good pairing with cigarettes. I think it would be a good pairing with a cigar as well. Ooh. I think I'm gonna have to try that in the future. I think I'm gonna have to have a little bit of rum and coke and a cigar in the future. Ooh, man. This stuff, though, it is so easy to drink that I really do think I could get, like, if I had, like, 2 of these, I would be, like, good for the night kind of thing. I'm a lightweight when it comes to alcohol, and it's starting to rain on me just a little bit. But I'm, like, a lightweight when it comes to alcohol. And, if I had like 2 of these, I would probably be good for the night, but I don't think I would even notice until I've had my 3rd. I'm like, the Bacardi that I used for this drink in today's video, it already goes down pretty easy. Not like the easiest, not as easy as water by any means, but it goes down pretty easy. But this is like going down just as easy as Coke kind of thing. It goes down real easy. I like it. I like it, y'all. I think I can officially say, after having tried Rum and Coke for the first time, that I like Rum and Coke. And I like the specific recipe that I used for the Rum and Coke today. I did a little bit of research before this video figuring out what the perfect recipe for a Rum and Coke actually is. I looked on the rum subreddit for some tips and tricks, and they were very helpful. There's a whole thread about it. Of course, I'm not surprised, but it was very helpful. And like, even at the bottom, it gets a little bit more rummy, for sure. A little bit more of that sort of vanilla, rum caramel, a little bit of that banana taste, but it's still like super smooth. Wow. A little bit of spice in the back of my throat. That was nice. That was really nice, if I do say so myself, y'all. I think I can say I like Rum and Coke. I can say I like Rum and Coke, y'all. It's some good stuff. I like rum by itself, and I like Rum and Coke. And I am feeling quite buzzed right now as well. Ooh. Excuse me. Certainly no complaints on my behalf. Man, oh man. Not feeling like super buzzed by any means, but I just got like a nice light alcohol buzz. It just really started kicking like the last 2 minutes now, I want to say. It's nice. It's nice. Well, I think that's pretty much all I had to this. So I'm gonna go and just stuff it out of the ground. Make sure it's all out, keep causing no fires for the building behind me or anything like that kind of thing. Go ahead and just put that on my little bit of cooler. Hopefully it doesn't fly away. Make sure I throw that away after this video. Overall, what are my final thoughts on my first ever experience with a rum and coke? Do I like rum and coke or not? And would I make myself a rum and coke again? Well, do I like rum and coke? I'd have to say that I certainly do. I think I might make myself another one a little bit later with the leftover coke I have. And I think I will most certainly be making more rum and cokes in the future. That is for sure. Definitely going to be having to do that. I really enjoyed the rum and coke I drank during today's video. It was really good. I liked it. It got a little bit of a buzz going. Not too much by any means. It's not overwhelming, and I'm surprised that the sugar in general from both the rum and the coke isn't like overwhelming me by any means. I'm really surprised about that. But yeah, no. Really nice taste. Very smooth. The taste overall was very much that of a Coca-Cola, high fructose corn syrup, caramel color, like taste with an undertone of a little bit of vanilla, rum caramel, banana, and a little bit of a sort of citrusy zest as well. Really, really, really dang good. Very enjoyable. I really liked drinking the rum and coke I had during today's video. It was really good. Went down really smooth. Got me a nice buzz. Certainly no complaints on my behalf. And it was a very good pairing with the little bit of a stogie I had during today's video as well. And I really do think that a rum and coke would be a fantastic pairing with cigars as well. Not all cigars, I'll acknowledge, but some cigars I do think it would be an amazing pairing with. So I think I'm gonna have to pair a cigar and a rum and coke sometime in the future. This was a very good time. I really enjoyed drinking a rum and coke today. I really enjoyed testing how good a rum and coke is with a stogie as well. Certainly no complaints on my behalf, that is for sure. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of rum and cokes. Do you guys like them? Do you guys not? Let me know in the comments down below, of course. And of course, also make sure to like and subscribe for more content if you guys have enjoyed watching me drink a rum and coke for the first time today. If you guys have enjoyed watching this video, of course, as said, make sure to like and subscribe. I am feeling a little bit buzzed, actually. It's kind of hard, starting to hit a little bit harder now, but as said, make sure to like and subscribe. If you guys have enjoyed watching this video, make sure to also check out my Instagram, my book, my merch, my P.O. box, and my second channel, all in the description down below as well. This was a great experience. I think I can say for sure that I do indeed like rum and coke. I really enjoyed the drink today. I really did. It was so good. It was so good, y'all. Yeah, solid 4 out of 4. Fantastic drink to say the least. Solid 4 out of 4. Certainly no complaints on my behalf. Thank you so much for watching. Till the next one, y'all. Stay safe and peace and have a great one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying?